Hello guys, myself Professor Bhavna Kimsara. This is my blog address and this is my mail address. Today we are going to see the topic overview of C hash, that is C sharp. So the symbol is C hash, but it is pronounced as a C sharp. It is a part of .NET framework and it is an object-oriented programming language which is created by Microsoft, and basically it runs on a .NET framework, and it is very famous language created by Microsoft. C sharp has a roots from a C family, as name suggests itself. So it is very closer to the other popular languages like C++ and Java. And the first version of C sharp is released in year 2002. C sharp is used for many different applications to create, like mobile application, desktop application, web services, to create websites, to create games, virtual reality, database application, and much more. So this is a small example how to write down a code in a C sharp. So here the program name can be anything, and here extension is a .cs extension. So here first line is using system. Then second is namespace and the name of your program. Then class and name of the class. Then static void main and string args. Then next line is console.write line hello world. Very simple program where we are just want to print a message to the user. So we'll go one by one. Here, very first line is using system. So here using is used when you want to use any class libraries inside your file. So if you have used here system, means all the functions which are coming under the system library, you can use all over inside your program. Then second is a namespace. Namespace is generally used to organize your code. It basically comes in a different, like with a container and namespaces. Then third is a class. Class is nothing but a collection of methods and your data members. Then next is a static void main string args. Here main is a main function, and here void indicate that it is not going to return anything, and here static indicate means you can just run this function without creating its object. Means this method can be run without creating an object. And last is a console.write-ln. So here console is a method which is provided by here system. So if you just remove this line, so you have to write down here like system and dot console.write-ln. So this is basically used when you want to print something or you want to display some message to the user. So here I have just given an explanation, like using system means we can use classes from system namespace. Namespace used to organize your code. Class is a container for data members and methods. Then another, that the main method appears in a C hash program is a main method. Console is a class of the system namespace and which has a write-ln method which is used for output and print text. If you omit using a system line in your code, if you just omit this using system line, then you have to write down like system.console.write-ln every time whenever you want to print it. So better to use a using system here. So this is all about a small example. Next is what are the different types of variables. Very similar to our other languages. It is having the like variables like int, double, character, string, and bool is for boolean. So int, it stores the integers, that is whole number without decimal. It can be plus number or minus number. And this is an example how you can declare it, like int variable name, and you can assign a value. Same double is actually it is used to store the floating point number that can be a positive or negative number. You have to start with double variable name and you can write down a value. Then third is a character, means a single character. So it is generally surrounded by a single quotes like character, the name of variable, and the character that you want to store. Then next is a string. String is surrounded by double quotes where white spaces are allowed. So this is an example. And last is a bool, which actually stores the Boolean values, that is true and false. So this is an example for the same. So whenever you want to get input from users, now there are main two methods to how to print some message to user or how to get a input from user. So for printing some message to the user, we know we have to use console dot write line method and the message that you want to print. And whenever you want to read some data from user, you have to use console dot read line. So read line is basically used when your data type is the data that user is entering is of type string. So console dot read line is used to get the input, and console dot write line is basically used to give the output here. Some assignment operators used by C hash is plus is for addition, minus is for subtraction, star is for multiplication, this is for division, percentage is for modulus operation, double plus is for increment, and double minus is for decrement. C hash is also supporting different conditional statement like if, else, else if, and switch case, very similar to the other language. So this is all about a small overview and introduction of C hash. I hope you have liked this videos. Thank you.